Welcome to Srihari's lessons. Hope you enjoy your time here. Continue listening and supporting. Hello friends. In this video, let us put together the expectations and contents planned for this series. Hope you have listened to the chapter 1 introduction. Now I am attempting to explain a platform or something like an index for this series. As touched upon in the introduction video, the structure for personal finance mainly focuses on managing income, managing expenses, creation of savings, managing surplus, accumulating the surplus, wealth creation, and along with making a plan, tracking the plan, compare it with actual performance, reviewing the plan or revise the plan as required from time to time. Now we should understand clearly and carefully there are various financial classes in our society. As all of us know, India and I would say entire world thrive on unity in diversity. However, it is always imprinted upon us through our education or any other influence that the word diversity mentioned in the phrase unity and diversity implies to various metrics such as race, religion, caste, color, geography, and many such. One least discussed diversity, and I would say one of the most common diversity, is the financial status or financial condition. This is an inherent diversity in the society. Another important diversity we should have in mind is the diversity in the age or the age groups of people. When we say financial status, there are people from different financial backgrounds. There are kids coming with inherited wealth. There are kids coming from richer background. On the other hand, there are kids who struggle with even meeting basic needs. And there are even kids who sacrifice education for going into employment early in their life. Same way, coming to the age group, people start their financial journey at different age levels. Some people start at 18 or 20, some start at 40. There are some people who don't even enter into a financial journey in their life. Unlike many other diversities mentioned above, education and awareness of personal finance, that is, learning and understanding the financial structure, financial planning and related things. The learning has a huge implication depending on one's financial status and one's age group. Why I am explaining all this is because the financial structure and planning that we are going to discuss in this series will be applicable to different people in different manner at different moments in life. Different parts of the content will be applicable in different perspective to different people. This is the only reason I am stressing so much on this element. And on a wider public audience, I am aware the category of audience will have to be a major influence on the content I speak. However, as I mentioned in the introduction, each individual is different. Depending on the financial status and the age group, different elements discussed in the series have to be considered based on relevance to different individuals at different points of time. However, the only reality in financial education is that nothing can be tailored in generic terms, and each individual or group of certain individual needs to be treated as separate groups. Keeping this in mind, I am going to structure this series to include different elements with a generic perspective catering to most of the people listening to this. Now, with that explanation of the platform, let me explain the contents planned for this series. Basically, this will have elements of financial structure and elements of financial planning as mentioned earlier. To list out the points: income management, expense management, turning surplus into savings, accumulation of savings, growing the accumulation, various instruments involved in the financial growth, rate of return, financial security, financial safety, and repeat of the cycle. In addition, there are planning elements like drawing a plan, tracking the plan, reviewing the plan, revising the plan as and when required, and repeating of this cycle. Managing personal finance is a continuous process. There are many activities that are repetitive. The process itself is repetitive multiple times in everyone's life cycle. This is what we are going to discuss in all the subsequent chapters in this series. We shall discuss in detail each of these elements involved in financial journey and financial planning. And hopefully we will focus more on actionable elements. That is, based on this learning, one is able to act in their life in managing their finances. So with that, I'll close this. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Welcome to Srihari's lessons. Hope you enjoy your time here. Continue listening and supporting.